Hello, it's Zoe, and we're back again with another interview. I'm here with...
Mark Owens.
So, what is your vision for education in North Dakota, and how are you promoting technology and change?
Well, now that's a very broad question, and since you said vision, then I have to lay it all out for you. I just happen to be chairman of the Education Committee in the House, and what I've seen as chairman is we have three distinct groups that are stovepiped. We have K-12, which is public school, we have private school, and we have homeschoolers. These three groups have been talking at each other rather than to each other. These three groups are going to have to start talking to each other. They're going to have to come together and work for the benefit of all of our children across the state of North Dakota. Now, you had another part in there about technology involved in education. Now, education doesn't have to be rogue memory sitting in a classroom being lectured to. I always have believed that education can actually be an event where it's fun to learn and you don't even realize you're learning. And I'm not talking about in high school, I'm talking about from K all the way through 16 and onward. We can just keep it going. But it's a partnership between the students, the teachers, and the government, and even the private schools and the homeschoolers. They've all got to come together in one collective vision, and that's the education of the children.
How long have you served in the North Dakota legislature?
Well, I first got here in '05, and I had a little respite. And I wasn't here in '09, so this equates to, I think it's going to be about 14 years when I'm finished with this session. I've always been on finance and tax, but as I said, now I'm chairman of Education Committee, so I am totally focused and dedicated to North Dakota's education and our future here.
How do you think our future will change under Betsy DeVos' leadership?
Well, see, now under Betsy DeVos' leadership, we have yet to see exactly what she's going to try to do. We know some of the things she's favored: charter schools, magnet schools, voucher systems, but how far does she want those vouchers to go? We just recently had a bill that took those vouchers to private school and homeschoolers. That was a little much for North Dakota to bite off in one big swallow. This is what I'm talking about all the people have to come together and work collectively toward a vision for education in North Dakota, because as long as all these groups are working separately against each other, all we're going to do is drag it out, and there's not going to be any real change, improvement, except incremental changes that the teachers are naturally doing, that private schools naturally doing. I mean, the small incremental pieces. We need to go leaps and bounds to become more competitive, and we need everybody to join together to make that happen.
Do you have time for one more question?
Certainly.
How can students be more involved with North Dakota and U.S. government?
Okay. Well, since I have been interested in U.S. government since I was 13, I believe you can be more involved. Don't ever think that because you're not 18 and can't vote yet, your opinion is not valued. It is. Particularly, remember, America's about voice. America's about the people. Democracy is about the voice of the people. You come together as a group in one solid voice, and nobody can ignore you. So if there is something you and your colleagues and and the students all come together, teachers, administrators, all come together and want to see move forward. You come together in one singular voice and focus. But remember, and this is the biggest problem we have with people that come to legislature, they want to win the war overnight. You don't win wars overnight. You win battles. You accomplish one thing, and then you move on and accomplish another thing. Then you accomplish another thing. And you keep going till you get that ultimate goal you're searching for. But the beauty of doing it that way is your goal is constantly evolving because of new technology and new opportunity. It's constantly evolving. So you're constantly going after those little battles that you never visualized when you started, but all of a sudden become a part of your reality and your vision of where you want to go.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, it's great to have you here. I'm glad I got to run into you and see what you're doing. Now, you need to explain to me what you're doing here now.
Well, we were invited to this conference. We are the news team from Schrader Middle School, and every morning we broadcast the announcements to our other students, and we are here today just kind of showcasing some of our technology and how we use it.
Okay, that's great. So this is almost like a middle school news program then.
Exactly.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.